Yeah, glad you can make it. Sorry, I'm running a little late. There are a ton of candidates interviewing for this position today. I am Mike, head of HR.
Hi, what's up?
Hey, what's your name? So,
Switch Guru.
That's odd. Your resume says your name is Alden. How are you doing today?
interesting. That's not.
Mind if I take some of this?
No, sure. Have some of my coffee.
Oh!
I guess Veronica did not offer you any coffee. Sorry about that. So let's get right to it. I want to know what makes you the best candidate for this company. What prior experiences and skill sets do you have that you think could easily transfer over here?
Make I make mazes.
Do you make mazes?
Make mazes
Wow.
for
What?
kids. Like in those fun zones. I design those.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, you went
I'm
back.
the lead, but I'm the one, the best one, the most foremost known guy for this. Like the best places hire me if they have the biggest budget. They hire me for these places. I'm meant to be too arrogant.
What sort of training do you have for this maze
And I've been
making?
doing this since they became popular in the late 90s. And I just got into it. I just self-taught myself.
Really?
Yeah. How to design these mazes.
And what is your approach towards making these
Can I show you?
mazes? Yeah, sure.
So I just kind of, I put little like trackers on my hand, and then and then afterwards I look at the patterns and I try to analyze it and connect the tunnels to make them make sense for the kids.
That's fascinating.
Yeah.
That's fascinating.
That's truly fascinating. I'm not sure I've ever met someone who does such a thing, but I guess everyone does need a good maze. It does strike me as kind of odd that the preeminent maze designer in this world will be applying for an entry level coding position here. I was looking at your resume and it seems like you forgot to include your educational experiences. Where'd you go to school? Just a fun fact, but no pressure. About 60% of our staff did attend Ivy League schools.
Fremont High for special youth.
And is that some sort of children with disabilities?
No, it's for special, special exceptional children. Exceptional.
Well, we are indeed looking for exceptional talent. Seems like you have a valuable language skill that might be of great help to us. Actually, about 15% of our clientele are Jews from the Diamond District. They are not always the easiest to work with, if you know what I'm saying. It says on your resume you speak Hebrew. What's your proficiency level?
Shimisha Shumeshna Torah Arba Amadat Shulashravat Shne Lukat Habri Ashada Lekino Shemash Shimona.
Yeah, I guess that's mildly impressive. I actually attended one or two seders in my lifetime myself. Actually, sorry to do this to you. I just got word that I have to interview another candidate. I'll be passing this interview off to my two colleagues, Anthony and Justin, who are actually currently stationed in London. So you'll continue via Zoom, okay? Yeah, good to meet you, Alden. I'm Justin Goldstein, and I'm Anthony Maranka. Sorry for the confusion here, but I think this will work out okay. Just to quickly pick up where Mike left off, we have some more questions for you about the culture of our company. So we do consider ourselves a very progressive company. Actually, in our team, yes, we do call ourselves a team. 70% of the managerial positions actually belong to females, including our CEO, CFO, and COO. How do you feel about gender equality in the workplace?
I hate that shit!
Well, kind of taken aback, but that's not quite aligned with our company vision, but we'll press on. Our progressive nature extends far beyond women. About 50% of our team is comprised of minorities, mostly POCs like yourself. I'm sure you have some strong feelings about the current political climate and BLM. I would be interested to know what your take is.
It's almost like, you know, black people are preferring that black people shot so they can push that media narrative forward, and white people are hoping that white people get shot. Or if you want to split along the conservative Democrats, it's kind of ironic in that sense that people are more excited to see their point proven true. You know what I'm saying?
To be honest, I really have no idea what you're saying. But once again, moving on. Being a person of color, have you ever experienced any discrimination and profiling?
Fucking tub of lard. Fucking asshole. Don't leave me alone for 2 seconds of my life. The fuck is wrong with you?
I can't breathe.
Okay? You gonna stop? Are you gonna stop?
I have no words. No words. How horrible it must have been growing up with that man. He looks like a huge douche, to be honest. We believe that understanding the human psyche plays a huge part in running a competitive company. Two of our biggest barriers to success are employees with anger management issues and those that are hard-headed. Any thoughts?
The first thing people do is take to the angerness and without even investigating the case. See, I told you. That's a sort of, it drives serotonin in the brain, like I was right? So it's almost like the people...
Let me cut you short there. That seems a little far-fetched, wouldn't you say? Do you have any scientific evidence to back up your claim about the connection between the "see, I told you so" and serotonin levels? Or are you just pulling my chain and bullshitting me here?
Shut up, dude!
Yes, and even here, although we hate to admit it, differences of opinion are bound to arise in the workplace. Also, the nature of our job is very, very stressful. Have you ever let your emotions get the best of you at a previous job? And if so, how did you handle it?
You're getting pissed off. You're just doing it because you can. Because you want to assert like you're sitting there and like, oh, I don't have to listen to him, so I'm going to do this. Fuck you, man. Fuck you. Fuck you!
You did seem passionate in your response. I will give you that. Interesting choice of language. Not sure how that would play well with HR though. What is an example of something that you did not give up on despite struggling at first? Being humble is a very important part of our company culture. Sometimes we look back on things that we've done and are extremely embarrassed or ashamed of, but have learned to accept them as part of our past and move on. Anything come to mind?
Russell Athletic Football, brought to you by Russell Athletic. Team on. And the Quicksilver card from Capital One. Earn unlimited 1.
Okay, not gonna bullshit you here. Some days can be very, very stressful working for us. Our expectations are really high. We find it's important to have a healthy work-home life balance. What do you do outside of work to help you unwind after a long day? Okay, that's an odd way to relax, but to each their own, I guess. Anything more normal? Probably odder than the first. Are you an avian enthusiast? Because that would be really cool, man. Perhaps something more active, to get the blood flowing. Do you have any friends? It seems like most of these activities are either with birds or quite creepy. Do you socialize? Okay, I guess I get the point. We believe that persistence is vital in our company culture. Do you have any examples of where you exhibited extreme grit and grind? Sad to say, but that actually might be the most impressive thing you'll ever do in your life. In a few words, please tell me, why do you want this job?
Please, please, please! I need this fucking job, dude!
Oh, good news. Just got word from Mike that he's back from his other meeting. We'll pass this one back to him, okay? Okay, last question. Why do you think we should hire you over some other qualified candidates that we're interviewing today?
I'm not sure.
We don't have much time left, Switch. You want to wrap this up? Anything you want to... why'd you just throw my cell phone? It was a pleasure, Switch. A pleasure.